Good morning, everyone. Welcome to Happy Science Sunday Seminar. I'm Bobby Mai, Minister of Happy Science. Let's start. Starting with the prayer, I'm going to recite Prayer to the Lord. Let us recite together. Prayer to the Lord. Our Lord, El Cantare, you are the source of all light, all power, all wisdom, and all love. May you give us light, give us power, give us wisdom, and give us love. O Lord, our Father, please protect this plant of love earth. Protect us from all evil, and open a future for us. O Lord, thank you for giving us light. We give thanks from the bottom of our hearts. Thank you for joining us today. How have you been? How was your week? It started raining, and the hurricane is coming closer, right next to the Miami at this moment. I hope you enjoy today. So let's start. Today's topic is, I'm going to show you the PowerPoint. So today's topic is the Real Exorcist. Kind of scary, huh? But subtitle is Basic Measures to Overcome Spiritual Disturbance. Looking around the world, what is happening? Because of the corona pandemic, people are staying home. They are scared about the coronas, and also they are scared to die. Today's topic is the Real Exorcist, this book. So running this book is make you release from the spiritual disturbance. So first of all, how to identify spiritual disturbance. Looking around the world, they are struggling at this moment because they are scared of the coronavirus. They have to stay home. In that situation, what is happening? They're increasing the domestic violence, also commit suicide, especially they are depressed, staying home. Another thing is just protesters are doing riots. Peaceful protesters is okay. However, violent protesters, these kind of things are influenced by the spiritual disturbance. I'll explain the mechanism of spiritual disturbance or what is going on at this moment. In this book, Master Okawa says, spiritual disturbance or possession by a spiritual influence actually not unique experience. Everyone experiences it multiple times in this life. When your life has taken a different path from the one you wanted, when you are experiencing a deadlock situation, or when you from bad associations through connections at work. So at this moment, we feel like a deadlock. We cannot see the future because of the pandemic. Also, the situation has been changed. We used to go out, go to restaurants, get together with the people, but now we are staying home. So that means we are now living in a different way, which we wanted to. So this is the exact timing, giving a lot of spiritual disturbance. So, I'd like to tell you the basic knowledge needed when fighting devils, spiritual disturbance. Master says, basically, there is the laws of same wavelengths for an evil spirit to possess a person. But there are also exceptional cases. But first, laws of same wavelength attraction. This is the principle of possession. And also, the exceptional case, an evil spirit or devil can put the person under intense spiritual disturbance or possession in order to cause suffering, not only to the very person it is possessing, but also to his or her family members, such as the siblings, children, or those who work with the person. The style of indirect attack also exists. What does this mean? You know, the evil spirit is, for example, aiming you, but according to the laws of same wavelength attraction, if you have a good mind and you are very positive, but maybe your family members, they have some sort of a negative mind. So the evil spirit cannot possess you. So evil spirit is trying to attempt give influence to the people around you. So that is the case. But in order to go to the next step, I'd like to show you how the laws of same wavelength attraction works, or I'd like to explain about the evil spirit. So Master Aoka says like a principle of spiritual possession. He is explaining about the laws of same wavelength attraction. Please take a look.
If I am to go into greater detail of the reasons why possession occurs, I cannot do so without mentioning the law of same wavelengths attraction. This law is a major teaching of happy science, and is one that I would like you all to grasp a clear understanding of. Although you are currently living on Earth as three-dimensional beings, your mind is always in contact with the world beyond, because it is the central core of your soul. The mind can be described as an electromagnet, which always generates spiritual radio waves. The mind is in a state of constant exchange with the spirit world. The two are affecting and being affected by each other. The question of just what this electromagnet attracts to it provides us with the key to understanding possession. If you wish to know what kind of spirit is in possession of you at the moment, or what kind of spirit is likely to come to you, all you have to do is examine the state of your mind. In most cases, your mind will be in contact with spirits that share the same type of thoughts. This law of same wavelengths attraction is quite difficult to comprehend, but an instinctive understanding of the subject is quite accurate. Consider a television. If the television is not tuned into a certain channel, it won't show any image. But when the channel is tuned properly, the image is quite clear. The same is true of the radio. If it's tuned in properly, the FM programs can be heard. But if the frequencies do not match, you will hear nothing.
Thank you, Master. So he mentioned about the laws of same wavelength attraction. I'd like to show you how it works with the animation.
According to the law of the same wavelengths attraction, evil spirits possess people who share a similar mentality as theirs. That's why, instead of blaming evil spirits, we need to reflect on our own mind that is attracting them. This is the principle of self-responsibility. What is the mentality of an evil spirit? The mind of an evil spirit is full of jealousy, anger, complaints, dissatisfaction, pessimism, laziness, greed, and negativity. Evil spirits usually approach people whom they knew while they were still alive in this world. If you live with the right mind, not only are evil spirits unable to possess you, but they will be made to realize their mistakes. This is a great chance for them to be saved.
So now you understand the mechanisms of possession or about evil spirit. I'd like to explain there are two kinds of evil spirit. One is the evil spirit related to your acquaintance, family members, they passed away, or your friends, or your colleagues, or your ancestors. These are evil spirits related to yourself. But another evil spirit is just like the spirit so possessed or staying in a certain place. It is called earthbound spirit. In the case of earthbound spirits that associate with the specific places, if you stay away from those particular places, you will basically have no connection to them. So evil spirits related to yourself, you cannot avoid because related to yourself. But earthbound spirits are associated with the specific places, such as Golden Bridge in California, or Beachy Head in England. These are suicide spots. There are several or many evil spirits died here and straying around here. They cannot go anywhere. And they are trying to kill themselves again and again. They cannot recognize they died. That is like an earthbound spirit, stray spirit, especially committed suicide. So I like to show you the truth of the evil spirit or stray spirit, earthbound spirit who committed suicide from the movie, The Real Exorcist. Please take a look.
The one who died 3 years ago? That Tomoka?
I see. You were a student here.
I killed myself over and over, but I couldn't die. And no one even noticed me.
That must have been hard. You might think killing yourself will break you free, but it won't bring you peace. In fact, it will only bring you more pain.
I want to die. Help me.
God gave humans a gift. We were all given eternal life. The anguish we suffer always has a deeper purpose. For anyone to grow in life, we must overcome our strife.
I didn't know what I was living for, or even why.
Being born into this world is such a precious thing. We are here with a goal and a mission to accomplish in life. Therefore, don't give up. Don't just give in to death thinking that it'll be easier. Tomoka, during all that time you were suffering, you were never truly alone, you know? Don't you remember your mom?
Oh, Mom! I'm so sorry.
In your next life, be sure to experience many things.
I will. You know, my heart feels warm for the first time.
How was it? That was a promotion video for the movie Real Exorcist. However, it describes about the truth of suicide or earthbound spirit committed suicide. She killed herself because she was bullied, and she threw herself in from the school building to death. However, she remains as a spirit, and she repeatedly tried to kill herself, but she couldn't die. Of course, she already died. However, she couldn't recognize she was dead because her soul remains. So she thought that she's still alive. She's still alive. And staying at the bathroom, it happens sometime in a Japanese school. And if same kind of the mindset, just the ladies, student who was suffering from the bullies, she wanted to commit suicide. In that case, the earthbound spirit who committed suicide tried to possess her and attract her to kill herself. So that is a kind of a spiritual disturbance done by earthbound spirit. So we have to be careful to go to certain place. So that is the reality of the committing suicide. This movie shows many kind of spiritual aspect, such as the possession, of course, and exercising evil spirit, and many kind of a spiritual aspect. So this movie showing quite true a figure of what is happening in this world. They don't see it, but you can find out. Please watch this movie. This movie will be shown pretty soon, the end of this month. In Florida, from August 21st, Friday, at the Studio Grill Theater. And also in Atlanta, we are going to show this movie at the Landmark Cinema near the Midtown, near the Piedmont Park, the south of Piedmont Park, near the Trader Joe, right next to the Trader Joe. So please find out the Landmark Theater. And we are thinking to provide you with the free ticket. So please join this movie. That will give you great knowledge about the spiritual phenomena. Even this movie has a great power to protect you from coronavirus. So even theater is 6 feet apart and social distancing. Don't worry about it. This movie will protect you from the coronavirus. I'm so confident. So please join this movie. Okay? So now I'd like to explain practical knowledge on exorcising devil, evil spirit. What's happened when we are influenced by spiritual disturbance? A master said, listening to or watching Happy Science lecture, and if you play a CD or a DVD of one of Happy Science lectures for a person who has auditory hallucinations, the possessing spirit will try to prevent the person from listening to it, causing the person to fall asleep within 5 minutes. I'm talking about this kind of subject in accordance with the truth, Buddha's truth, or spiritual truth. Are you sleepy now? Are you sleeping? If so, be careful. You must be under the influence of a spiritual disturbance. The evil spirit is trying not to hear, because once you listen to this lecture, probably you have a power to exercise evil spirit. Then evil spirit has no place to live. So that's why evil spirit is trying you not to listen to it. Check yourself. So now I'd like you to watch Master Aoka's lecture, Basic Measures to Overcome Spiritual Disturbance. So he described about what's happened if you are under the influence of a spiritual disturbance. Let us watch.
Please listen to CDs and DVDs of my lectures and see if you begin to sleep in less than 5 minutes. It means something is making you unable to listen. I also did some experiments before. When I was working in a company, there was someone possessed by an evil spirit of a dog. He knew pretty well about the spirit world and said he would keep a secret about me, and asked me to take the spirits away. So I thought I should help him, so I made him listen to a tape recording of one of my spiritual messages on the truth. When he began to hear my voice in front of me, he began to completely fall asleep in less than 3 minutes, I think. I was surprised to see the effectiveness of it. Nowadays, our organization has become quite big, and I have no chance myself to be present in such kinds of situations. But some people, when they read my books, can only see that something is printed. But its meaning cannot enter into their mind. They're like in an unclear state of mind and simply can't understand what is written even if they try several times. Or something twinkling on printed letters keeps them from reading. It's exactly the same situation as people who cannot listen. Of course, there are people who cannot read because they dislike to read, not necessarily because of a spiritual reason. Even me, sometimes, I cannot read some vogue novel for an inverse reason. cannot understand at all what they want to say or the meaning of some story. That can also happen. Anyways, when you're influenced by evil spirits, you become unable to read books published by Happy Science. When someone seems to be spiritually disturbed in your eyes, instead of making the person listen to my CDs, you can also let him read aloud one page of my books, such as The Laws of the Sun or The Rebirth of Buddha. You will see easily the result after seeing him reading aloud 1 or 2 pages, because he will not be able to do so. He will not understand what he reads and begin to react violently. So you can easily see his situation. Such people often hesitate to come to our local temples. It is not only for people who dislike religions in general, but they cannot because they are spiritually disturbed. When someone in the family becomes a member of Happy Science and wants to go to our temples, they resist. Not only intellectually, but very often it's because evil spirits who are possessing them don't want to go there. The characteristics of those who are possessed by evil spirits is to say many bad things toward others, to think everything is others' mistakes, and to never reflect on themselves. And as I said, when a devil comes, they will use many vulgar and indecent words to insult the spiritual rights of priests and create confusion in their mind and make them angry in order to disturb their spiritual concentration. You should know well these characteristics. So when you feel that you are not able to read our books of Buddha's truth, to listen to our CDs and DVDs, read or hear our sutras, fear rejection towards them, and want to escape from the place, want to shut your ears or cannot sleep well at night, etc. If you have these symptoms, you need to understand that you are in danger. Even if you cannot change right now, you should make efforts to change progressively in the right direction. You should also make a habit to go regularly to our temples and shojas. When you practice only at home, you could have the wrong understanding of the truth. So it is truly important to receive the opinion or advice from others who study the truth. And also, I sometimes give public lectures. If you want to check yourself, you can attend my lectures too. And if you can feel light naturally penetrating into your mind, you can be sure that you're going in the right direction. But if you feel your ears are closed off by something, if others look to you like aliens and you feel totally isolated as a solitary stranger and don't feel well, if such feelings persist, you should think you are possessed by some evil spirit. Especially when you hear some words that hurt you, although they are so important for you to hear. If you become unable to listen to them, you are in danger. You can test this by yourself. So even if there are not so many direct
How was the Master Oka's lecture? I forgot to tell you about the starting day of the movie showing The Real Exorcist in Atlanta. We are going to start showing the movie from August 28th, Friday, in Atlanta. And in Florida, 21st, Friday. Okay? So let's get together. So, about the Master Oka's lecture, he mentioned once you are under the influence of spiritual possession, what's going to happen? So he said, if evil spirits or devil constantly possessed person, he or she will become able to see spiritual beings or hear strange voice. And you know, we can hear the spirit voice or divine voice once we reflect upon ourselves. It's kind of a spiritual enlightenment, but even you are under the influence of a spiritual possession, still you can hear and the strange voice. That's not the voice from a divine being, that is from evil spirit. So we have to be careful. Once you start listening to start hearing the voice of evil spirit, you are in the situation of possession. Another way to find out you are influenced. It truly happens that some people begin to fall asleep as soon as they hear a talk on the truth. I mentioned this before. If you are sleeping now and you are not listening now, you are under the influence of a spiritual possession. And also, those people will also resist going to Happy Science Temple. This happens so many times. You know, family members, like you are a member and they're trying to bring your family members. They don't want to come into the temple. It happens because they are under the influence of a spiritual possession, so they don't want to go to the temple, Happy Science Temple. Because Happy Science Temple is filled with the divine light. They don't like the kind of divine light. So Happy Science Temple is a very good vibration. So once the evil spirit come into this temple, they cannot stay here unless otherwise they are started reflection. So these are the things happening under the circumstances of a spiritual possession. So please check these things. And the last one is checkpoints for preventing ourselves from coming under spiritual disturbance. How can we do to expel those evil spirits? The basic approach is correcting our mind and our lifestyle. Master says, it means to do one good deed a day and speak rightful words. If you have made a mistake in your relationships, admit your mistake and apologize for it if it is not too late. What an ordinary life. Nothing special, just a decent life. This is the way to expel the evil spirit, preventing ourselves from the spiritual disturbance. Easy way, but not so easy to make it happen. We have to always focus on the way how we live. Self-reflection must be the best method to realize that we are going to have a decent life and right life to avoid the spiritual influence. And also, another way is like this. Change your mind to completely free of spiritual possession. So that means it is also important to make the habit of visiting a Happy Science local branch, local temple. Some of you may believe you can study the truth by yourself at home, but you will often end up being a self-styled practitioner. So maybe you are studying the Happy Science teaching, you are reading the books, but sometimes you have to come to the Happy Science Temple. You know, as I mentioned, the Happy Science Temple is filled with the divine light that will give you a great influence for your vibration of the mind. Once, in a magnetic field, we going to put the iron into the magnetic field, the iron is becoming a magnet. Same thing. Once we are in a divine vibration, we ourselves has become divine vibration. So resonance and magnetize, that will happen in the temple. So please come to the Happy Science Temple. This time, still, now I'm thinking to open the Happy Science Temple once a month, but still come. Even Florida, we are open every day and every Sunday. Please come to the temple to make yourself magnetized with a divine light. This is a great method to protect yourself from spiritual disturbance. So what we are going to do now is reflection and meditation. So in this page, it says, if you have made a mistake in your relationship, admit your mistake and apologize for it if it's not too late. So we are going to have a meditation, reflective meditation for a harmonizing relationship. Okay? What we are going to do, I'll give you some guidance. Then you will reflect upon yourself and also meditate yourself. What I'm going to say is these questions. Reflect upon your habit of finding faults with others. Reflect upon words you have spoken to others that have been too harsh. Checking your harsh words. And discover others' good points. If you see the only good points of the person, he or she is always a good person. And then in your mind, praise the person with whom you feel disharmony. So visualize yourself praising the person who you feel disharmony. In an image, in a meditation, we can contact to their guardian spirit, so we can reconcile the situation. And imagine yourself being reconciled with the person with whom you feel disharmony before God. That means in front of the God, with the existence of God, from the perspective of God. So this is the meditation, harmonizing relationship. Let us try. It will take about 15 minutes. So first of all, I like to recite prayer to guardian and guiding spirit for protect ourselves. Prayer to guardian and guiding spirits. My guardian and guiding spirits, deep inside of me, you are the fountain of life, the light of hope, the source of wisdom, and the shield of courage. Every day, may you help me develop my soul and refine my mind. Every day, may you give me inspiration and show me the right path to follow. Please protect me from all evil and guide me in living a better life. For this, I give my thanks. So now let us start the meditation, harmonizing relationship. Now sit in the chair and relax your neck and shoulder. Put your hands on your lap, palm facing upward. And close your eyes lightly and start breathing deeply to calm your mind. Breathe in through your nose. Breathe out through your mouth. Breathe deeply. Once your mind is coming down, please come to the normal breathing. Now let us start. Now, reflect upon your habit of finding faults with others. Please reflect upon your habit of finding faults with others. Next, reflect upon words you have spoken to others that have been too harsh. Reflect upon words you have spoken to others that have been too harsh. Next, discover others' good points. Discover others' good points. Next, in your mind, praise the person with whom you feel disharmony. In your mind, praise the person with whom you feel disharmony. Lastly, imagine yourself being reconciled with a person with whom you feel disharmony before God. Please imagine yourself being reconciled with a person with whom you feel disharmony before God. Please end your meditation and open your eyes. How was your reflection and meditation? Those are excellent measures to overcome spiritual disturbance. Please practice self-reflection and meditation every day. That will keep away from the evil spirit. So now, if the reflection doesn't work, I'll give you the final measures to expel the evil spirit. That is the prayer. Now I'm going to give you a prayer for exorcising evil spirits. And also the music, composition for repelling the coronavirus. That is the standard. This combination of prayer and music composition is the best measure to get rid of the evil spirit. Shall we try now? It will take about 8 minutes. prayer for exorcising evil spirits. Oh Lord, may you grant me the power. Oh Lord, may you give me the force to exorcise evil spirits. Our Lord, El Cantare, no evil spirits can withstand you. No devil can defeat you. Oh Lord, please assist me. Oh Lord, please fight beside me. Light, cross, light, cross. Eric, and fight. Light, cross, light, cross. Eric, Pilot! Hey! Oh Lord, I thank you very much for your guidance. How about the prayer and the composition, The Thunder? You can download this music, The Thunder, from the Spotify.com. It's all free, so please download the Spotify from the Spotify.com with the Thunder and spread this composition to the people all over the world. That will prevent us from infected by coronavirus. Even we can get rid of the evil spirit. We can expel the spiritual disturbance. You can feel just like taking shower. You're so light and bright. So this works so well. This has a great power. So please download it. Okay? Thank you very much for attending this Sunday seminar. I hope you enjoyed this. I'll see you next week at the same time, same way. Okay? Thank you very much for joining us. And be sure, practice self-reflection, meditation, and give love to the people. Okay? See you then. Bye-bye.